Have a warm welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning. I'm the senior taster of Whisky.com. And today we have a bottle which is not that brand new, but it's new. And it's the successor of the old Glenmorangie, 10 years of age, which carries the name The Original. So this is the bottle which is the, bread and butter bottle from Glenmorangie. And it is on the market since I remember. And it changed the appearance over the years. In former times it had been a standard liquor bottle, but then it grew more mature from the expression of the exterior. But they also changed the selection of the casks. So they used more and more fresh American white oak ex-bourbon casks, and today they added a few, designer casks, it's named, where the staves of the cask were dried in plain air. They're not dried in some oven, in some artificial drying. No, they are dried in the natural environment. They are stacked up. And from that they made those casks. They come from the Ozark Mountains in Missouri. So this is now 12 years of age, 2 more than it was before. It's still 40% ABV, and the price has, lowered from 35.90 euros at Whisky.com down to 33.90 euros. So this is a reduction in price as well as an increment in quality, and I think that's very, very good. The Glenmorangie is famous for 2 things. First is they have the tallest stills. They're called the giraffe stills, and they are 6 meters, 18 feet high or tall, and this leads to a very smooth alcohol because the alcoholic vapors, they separate very well over the height of the stills, and there are reflux bowls at the bottom of these long necks, and this leads to a very smooth alcohol. And secondly, the Northern Highlands are very famous for their citrus fruit aroma, which is, kind of an old knowing how the procedures of whiskey distillation work, so that they tend to have all these light citrus note aroma in the whiskey. And if you smell at the cork, I did it just a few minutes ago, it's a wonderful full aroma: oranges, citrus fruits, peaches, vanilla. So already on the cork it's incredible strong, and this will be the result of those very good casks they use for maturation. And I think it was around the year 2000 or 2003 when the distillery was sold, the whole company was sold, that they changed from mass production for the blend whiskey industry to sole production for the malt whiskey industry. And this was the potential to get the brand up and running with huge volumes. And Glenmorangie, I think they were, in Scotland, one of the most sold single malt whiskies. Yeah. So this is, as I said, citrus notes and juicy oranges. Vanilla comes through. Yeah, this is a typical Glenmorangie with these citrus notes, with the vanilla, with the ex-bourbon casks. Yeah, very friendly, very good. In the start, quite mild, lightly sweet, vanilla and honey dominant in the beginning. And now this is the longer maturation in these American oak casks, more intensity, a little spiciness, really some oakiness in it. And yeah, it develops the roof of your mouth. And in the aftertaste, you have these oranges and peaches together with an aftertaste of light dark chocolate. So the oakiness is stronger than in the 10-year-old, which had been on the market before, and where still some bottles are left. It's not completely gone from the market, but the new one displaces the old one. Yeah. For a 12-year-old, really intense, more than I expected, and definitely more than the 10-year-old had before. And if I had made a blind tasting with this one, I would have said 15 years and up. So these special selected first filled casks and those designer casks, they deliver a lot more of oak aroma than in the 10 years old before. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Catch you next time.